Hello and welcome back to a Humble Look at Heroes Hour. Humble Look At is the series where we take a look at the games included in the monthly Humble Choice Bundle and see whether I feel I'm getting my value's worth for my money. A pass is a game that I would come back and play later. A fail is a game that I will not come back to return to. Today we are looking at Heroes Hour from the March 2023 bundle. And now, normally this series is a blind/first look, and I mean completely blind. However, for this game, I think I've seen some gameplay online, but I don't know, haven't really paid much attention to it. So let's go and find some stuff out, shall we? Let's start with the tutorial. Welcome to Heroes Hour. This tutorial will teach you the basics. You're currently looking at the adventure map, and your hero stands there in the sand. To start, select your hero by clicking them on the map. Okay. You can move your hero around the map by pressing right-click where you want to go. Your hero can also interact with objects on the map. Go and pick up that pile of gold just to the north. Rightio. Okay, I've right-clicked, but it's not moving. I right-click a second time, and then he actually moves. Okay, easy enough. Gold is the most important resource in the game. It is used to build up towns and increase the size of armies. Now make your hero go to the campfire over to the west/left. Alrighty. Your hero can only move so far each day, but that campfire just allowed you to move 4 extra steps. Use them to travel northwards. As you travel, more of the map will be revealed and you will find a sawmill with zombies protecting it. Ooh, zombies. So let's head north. Ah, yes, there we go. Down in the bottom left, we can see our movement meter, 0 of 17. Our lion friend, Theo the lion, huh? A level 1 artisan. We have mana, I assume, and levels. So, tutorial says, now that you can move no further, you need to end your turn. To do this by clicking the button below. Ending your turn lets the enemy players take their turn, and then a new day starts. The enemies play the game much the same way you do. Okay, cool. So we have a semi-turn-based... Well, a turn-based... An RPG movement mechanic on the world map. Similar to a lot of games where in their combat phase, you take turns and have movement points. But this time we're seeing it on the world map. So clearly we've got to be very careful to make good use of our time. Which makes sense. Rather than having the day phase be specifically timed, we have our movement points, and I assume we're going to have those for our different heroes as we go on. But that's good. It means you can take your time, figure things out, but you also still have to be careful with your time management. So, end turn. Woo. Each day your hero has their movement points refilled. You also gain resources daily from certain buildings. Like the sawmill up there. The zombies are defending it, but you can attack them by moving towards them. Notice how the path turns red when approaching a fight. So, well, let's see. So we right-click, yes, and so it's green and then changes to red. So enter 20 zombies, an easy fight. Well, let's go smack some zombies around. Before battle starts, you can move around your regiments, which are marked by banners. You have 2 different units. Goblin Gunners attack from a range, while Gargoyles are fast melee units. Click Start Battle to let the battle commence. Okay, so where are the zombies? Okay, middle mouse will let us move around. Oh my, that area effect gets really jittery. It's not a huge drama, at least. The art style's quite nice. The characters could use a little more detail, but as long as the game's functional, that doesn't matter, and we're about to find out how functional the combat is. So let's move the Goblin Gunners around here so they can get into the fight faster. There are no other zombies on the map? No. Cool. And we'll start battle. Oh, they spread out into their individual units, and then they get to work. During battle, your units will fight automatically, and so will your hero too. You can click and drag toward your units to move, but you don't have to. Often your units will do fine on their own. Well... okay. So you click once and that sets the center of your selection zone, and then you can choose where you want them to move. So let's move these goblin gunners over here to the wood closer to the wood piles just a little. Ah, yes, we can see that they're moving up. Our heroes getting absolutely kicked. Hey, and we won. Awesome. Combat results. We apparently lost nobody, and they lost 12 zombies. Excellent. And our hero gained 600 XP. So tutorial says now that the zombies have been defeated, you can pick up the resources, which is useful for constructing buildings. You should also claim the sawmill by moving your hero to touch its grey flag. As long as you control the sawmill, it will give you 2 wood for each day that passes. Ooh, excellent. Well, let's go claim this flag, shall we? And we can pick up a pile of wood while we're at it. And we'll grab this other pile of wood too. Ah, there we go. I didn't quite claim, but now we have. Pops up a little claim thing, gives it a flag that's our colour. It says you lose army units in battles, so you should get reinforcements before you go into battle again. Move on to the east until you find a town. Then take control of it. You can also pick up stray resources on your way there. Okay. Ah, yes, so we're up here in the Fog of War. So I'll pick up a pile of gold on our way. I don't think we're going to necessarily make it to the town with our 4 movement, but yeah, there we go. It's greyed out with the bits that we can't make this turn. So let's get closer, and we will end our turn and see what happens. So at least the turn calculation is pretty quick. That might just be because there's nothing programmed to do anything. But when we get into the main game, we'll see how that goes. So Marble Hole, where turns allow you to create units to expand your army. Do this by pressing the button with the man with a pitchfork. This brings up the unit creation screen. Then pay gold to create the available goblin runs. That's a pitchfork? Okay. Okay, so what do we have here? 13 of 13 goblin gunners. So create. So we could create 1 for 80, or we could create the max 1040. How much gold do we have? Oh, in the top left, 14,600. Well, in that case, we're absolutely getting all the available gunners. Each turn you construct 1 new building in your town. You should build a building named Tower, which is a type of structure that gives access to new units. You can click the icon with a hammer and a house in the lower left to open the build planner, then double click the tower to construct it. Okay, what are we looking for? Oh, that's an interesting way of doing your pop-ups. Where's the tower? There it is. Tower, dwelling that allows you to create gargoyle or scroll. Weekly number of units is 6 and 9 respectively. Can be built. It takes 1,000 gold and 4 ore. Okay, cool. At least you can hover over the resources in the top left, and it will tell you your daily income as well, which is handy. So, double click. Yep, there we go. Unit choice. You can now choose either gargoyles or scrolls for your army. There's a limit of how many units can be created of each type, which is reset every 7 turns. Next, travel northeast and send your hero to the Minor Shrine. Do I want scrolls? What is a release? Well, shift to expand. Oh, there we go. When this creature goes below half health, it has a chance to cast a spell. Gargoyle is flying mechanical. Cannot be affected by poison, confusion, fear, petrification, charm, or burning. But it also cannot be healed or resurrected by normal units. I think we'll go with the gargoyles. Gargoyle seems like a good choice. And we'll just create the max while we're here anyway, because we already have those in our unit. So northeast we're going. Ah yeah, there's the shrine. Well, since we're going northeast, we might as well... Oh, that's cool. Look, we've got little animated carts carrying our resources from the sawmill. That's cool. Right, so we'll pick up some gold and a crystal on the way. Go. The movement's nice and fast, so no dicking around there. Minor Shrine teaches the visiting hero minor spell. Oh, cool. Summon Anima. The Minor Shrine has taught your hero the spell named Summon Anima. When you next enter battle, you can choose to use the spell to more easily defeat your enemies. Casting your spell costs mana, which will slowly degenerate day by day. Now please continue north until you find the ore quarry and attack the units defending it. So that's right up here. It's a challenging fight with 10 to 20, I don't know, of some kind of archer, 10 to 20 fairies, and 5 to 10 wolves. Yeah, I can see that being a challenging fight. So yeah, we definitely would need to use our spell there. And yeah, we'll need to do that in the next turn. There we go, so let's go attack. So once spell is started, you can cast spells by choosing them within the spellbook, and then choosing one on the battlefield to cast that spell. You can, for instance, summon units on top of the enemy's ranged units. Aha! Oh, okay, down at the bottom right, we can tell our units to defend or attack. Well, we want them to attack. We'll move our guards down into line with our rangy boys behind them. Oh, okay. So it gives us a pop-up when we click to grab something. And if we right-click, we'll, what, separate? No, right-click will return them, half of them to the unit pool. Right. And what? And left shift does what exactly? Shift, I think that's shift. No, that's information. Do we just drag and drop them on top of each other, or what now? No, I'm not sure I've achieved anything other than confusing myself there. Ah, there we go. Yes, we can click and drag things on top of each other. Okay, unit power fielded 110 out of 270. Right. So I assume that means we can add lots more units. Or is the, oh no, sorry. This is our actual units. Unit power and the reserve units would show up beneath it. My bad. Whoopsie. Right, where are our spells? I assume they'll pop up once we actually click start. So let's click start. Yeah, there we go. We've got all our units set. Where's the spell? Summon Anima, yeah. Minor air spell summons a group of anima to temporarily fight for you. Oh, cool. When you hover over your spell book, it pauses the game. That's really handy. So, 6 mana. That music's interesting. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but it's weird. So, what do we want to do? Summon anima and drop them over the rage units, yeah? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fuck them up, little fairy boys. So, balance of power on the top. Yeah, we're definitely winning. Now, Heroes seems to be getting his ass kicked. Our goblin-y gunnery fellas are doing some decent damage. And we've won. And the enemies are running away. Excellent. So they lost everything. We lost 1 gargoyle. Excellent. It's not bad. And we gained 1700 XP, which should level up our hero. Yeah, there we go. Each time you fight, your hero gains experience points, and now your hero has reached level 2. Congratulations. You can choose what type of hero you want them to become by picking one of the 2 possible skills. Mouse over to see what they each do, then choose one. So what do we have? So we're definitely getting a +1 to attack already, apparently. Terramancy teaches a new earth spell and improves earth spells. Okay. And Royalty decreases the cost of creating units in all towns. Decreases the resource cost by 20% per rank. Ooh. And the hero does not need to be present in the town for the effect to take place. Several heroes with Royalty have their effects stacked. Oh, that's handy. Meanwhile, the Terramancy gives us an earth spell with strength to coin rank and increases the effect of earth spells by 65% per. Oh, that's a hard choice. Do you want a smart hero, or archery, or mastery, or... That's hard choices. Do we want to go down the mastery path? Which makes Jotun over time. Ooh. Recruits Jotun for this hero's army over time, or Thunder God if your hero already has any in their army, an average of 0.49 per week per rank. Jotun and Thunder God gain +5% health and damage to each rank. Ooh, that's tempting. Free units. Well, slow free units, but still. Hard to choose. We might go... It's tempting to go Royalty and get discounts, but we might go Terramancy, because I don't know how far we'll get in the tutorial, but some of these upgrades below look fancy. And we're done with that. You can see the more information about your hero's stats and skills by double-clicking them on the map or double-clicking their portrait in the bottom left. Well, let's have a look. And it is not double-clicking, by the way, apparently. Your hero currently knows a single skill at rank 1. Each skill can be leveled up several times to better and better effects above the skills of the hero's stats. Mouse over to see what they are. You can click the spellbook to see what spells your hero knows. Afterwards, go claim the Ore Mine. Okay, spellbook. We have Summon Anima and Second Life, which is an earth spell. Affects corpses, summoning ghosts of the dead units. Ooh. Now that is handy, and costs only 3 mana. Affects 22 unit power. So I assume that means... each of our units has unit power of... What's this? Maybe 2 per? Yeah, there we go. So I can see, for example, our Goblin Gunner has 2 power, and our Gargoyle has 4. So it would summon 11 Goblin Gunners, or like 6. Sorry, it would reanimate like 11. What did I say? 11 Goblin Gunners, or maybe 5 or 6 Gargoyles, something like that. So let's go claim the Ore Mine and see what else is going on. Well, it's an ore quarry. Could you please be consistent with your writing style? But that's okay. Doesn't matter. So we've claimed the Ore Mine, and we now can see little animations there. That's cool. And we get a little ore cart running away. So each day you should construct another building in town. These are expensive, but they are the key to winning. As you construct more buildings, your town develops, giving access to even more buildings as the game progresses. So double-click your town and construct the infirmary. So infirmary, what does an infirmary do for us? After combat, the infirmary will save half your dead units belonging to this faction. They'll be added to the town's garrison. Only one infirmary can be active per faction, but additional infirmaries for the same faction raise the percentage of saved units by 10% up to a total of 80%. Okay, that is cool. So, I assume a viable strategy would potentially be to have the infirmary in your main capital. That way, if you've got armies round about that keep getting beaten by the enemy, rather than the units just going to nowhere, you can get the units all back at the capital for a final line of defense. That could be very helpful. Yeah, there we go. Taking army losses can be a more downfall. If you construct an infirmary in town, half your losses in future battles will be saved and added to the town's garrison. Yep, cool. Go explore the map with your hero. Be careful about what enemies you attack. You can mouse over to see their difficulty. Use your specified mode and easy difficulty enemies. As your hero's army grows stronger, more enemies become easy. Yes. Makes sense. So what do we have? Let's select our liney friend. Do we have any easy battles on screen? Because... oh, there's a black market, which is guarded by some snakes and some lizardy boys by the looks of it. Do we have... ooh, down here we've got some wolfy boys that are easy fight. What's that, some beholders? Ooh, a Dust Mage's cape. Protected by only a couple of skelly boys. And, yeah, there's a heart up there. So, well, let's go towards the south. We'll grab that gold and the wood. Yeah, we'll definitely head south, get some easy fights. Enemy army. The enemies are no match for the mightier army. Click skip to go right to combat outcome. Well, let's see what that'll do for us. Yep, they lost 16 and we lost nothing. That's how we like it. And we gained 600 XP. And a little bit on movement by the looks of it. So, a camp. Ooh, yes. We'll pick up a camp, get some more movement speed, pick up some mercury. Ooh, there's lots of good stuff down here. More gold. Another camp, but we don't want to go that way. Yeah. Oh, there's a sea foam spirit out here on the water. Wonder if there's a way to get out there. But let's go towards this beholder. We need to end the turn to get more movement points for that. Oh, we'll go up there and get that silver band later. It's only behind a moderate fight. So let's end turn and... yeah, my understanding from the little bit of gameplay I've seen is that eventually you get attacked by waves of ever-increasing strong enemies and you have to build up multiple armies while still expanding. Which sounds cool. So let's go do this fight. So what do we have? We have troglodytes, which are difficult to knock back and have more health than normal. Watchers, which are ranged. Gorgon, which does petrification. Fortunately, our Gargors, with their mechanical, are immune to petrification, so they can go deal with that. Let's see if we can convince our hero to deal with the troglodytes with some Goblin Gunner backup. That should do alright, and we'll start the battle and see how it goes. So everything spreads out, and the Gargoyles get straight to work. Yeah, the Gargoyles are making short work of the Snecks. Gorgons, that's what they're called, yeah. And our hero has wiped out the troglodytes entirely with his Goblin Gunner backup. Yep, the Gorgons are down, and we've just got a couple of Watchers left. And they're done. Player 1. Cool. Easy as. And we've lost nobody. Excellent. And we've leveled up. Oh, cool. So we could get royalty as well. It's good to know you're not locked into a specific path. That's really, really nice. I hate it when they do that. Lock you into a specific path, rather. So, what do you want? Do we want to get another... Ooh, do we want Mastery and start recruiting Jotun? Or do we want to get Archery? Let's get the Mastery and see if we can acquire some Jotun. It might take a while. I'm not sure how long we'll continue playing. Maybe another week up to the end of week 1. So to the end of week 2, perhaps. So let's pick up all this shenanigans. Wood, yes. Gold, some ore, and a treasure chest. Yeah. Oh, treasure. You may choose which treasure to keep and which to give away. Do we want 750 gold or 3 crystal? Well, we've got a ton of gold, so we'll keep the 3 crystal. Yeah, little seafoam spirits out there on the water. Oh, the bless you here with experience and good winds. Cool, so there must be some boating mechanics somewhere. So let's see. Let's go see if we can't get this Dust Mage cape. Yep, enemy army. Well, we'll skip to outcome. Oh, we lost a guy. Might have been better off fighting that one. But we are done, and we will pick up the Dust Mage's cape and the gold. So, if we open up Theo, do we have... Yeah. So it's just automatically assigned the cape to him. Cool. So what else is going on? Oh, a near impossible bear and deer. That's interesting. I'm going to take their word for it, though. I don't want to just get killed like an idiot. So where to from here, I wonder? There's a hard fight up there to get it through that castle. Moderate fight up here with the Gorgons. Now let's... Yeah, there's another moderate fight with the... What they call those? I can't even remember. But let's see if we can't get that silver band. That might take a couple of days of travel, though. Well, actually, since we're here, we'll detour via the Marble Hole. And oh yeah, that's right. Every day we can create a new building, so let's see what we can do about it. Yeah, there we go. Infirmary. Yep, this town's active. Cool. So what might we want to add? Yeah, marketplace is aided by sell resources. Cool. Upgrade workshop. Allows you to upgrade Goblin Gunner into Goblin Guards. Weekly number of units is 13. Ooh, that's tempting. Upgrade the tower. Allows you to upgrade Gargoyle into Stone Watchers. We could do a Plaza of Arcane. Well, sorry, we've already got Plaza of Arcane, which gives you us 1,000 gold per day. Aether Forge? No. What about Hall of Shame? That allows us to create Goblins Rise Up? No. A fort lets us greatly increases the weekly number of units from a chosen dwelling in town. Improves the defenses of the town and creates units to defend the town when attacked. Okay, that's definitely useful for later. But I feel like I want to upgrade my Goblin Gunners. So let's upgrade the workshop. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, so we're still... Yeah, so we're locked to Goblin Guards, but we've got can only get 0 out of 3, 13, so that's the weekly one. Cool. So, where were we again? Down here. So, let's end turn. That reminds me, I just forgot to check out army. They're still Goblin Gunners, okay. If we detour via the town, can we do anything about Goblin Gunners? Oh, that's cool. You can actually mouse around the city map to build things. That is pretty cool. So what was I doing? I was investigating Goblin Gunners, wasn't I? Ah, yes, upgrade. So we can directly upgrade. So for 792 gold, we have upgraded our Goblin Guns to Goblin Guards, which allows them to get quick strikes so they can attack more often. They move slowly, but that's okay. We can set them up for success. Just need to keep that in mind. So what building do we feel like adding? Ooh, choices. Ooh, Arcane Spire gives all heroes a 0 mana spell with extra power. Whenever cast, the spell changes to another animal. Well, that sounds helpful. Just free magic. Let's get that. Costs of quite a few resources. We definitely need to see if we can find some sulfur somewhere, but that definitely sounds helpful. So where do we... Ah, yeah. So let's go see if we can't get this silver band. Get into a fight next turn, which should be the last day of the week. Yeah, there we go. Tomorrow a new week starts. This makes all enemy armies stronger, but you also gain new units in town from all the army buildings you've constructed. Yeah, there we go. So let's get the silver band, which gets us into a fight. So let's line up our Gargoyles with our Goblin Guards just behind them. Theo's ready. What's Theo's special? Lash. Yeah, lashes out when it attacks, striking enemies and connections around them. Cool. So let's start the battle. And there's 54 of the enemies, so... What is our free spell? I'm sure we were supposed to have a free spell. I must have misread that, but Salt Shower is the new one. Collect an area of the battlefield around Salt will fall, display magical effects and dealing damage to summon units. Cool. So, let's leave it how it is for the moment and see how our guys do. They're definitely doing some decent damage. I think we could use some anima in the back to give them something else to think about. Fortunately, we're absolutely kicking their ass. They've lost 20, 30... No, oh, wow. Yep, they've lost 40 of their units so far, and we've lost none, as it should be. So yeah, our guys are really going to take care of this one. Boom, player 1. Awesome. And we've got the achievement Flawless, win your battle without taking casualties. Cool. Gain 1300 XP and leveled up. Yeah, we'll get Royalty to decrease resource costs. And let's get that banned, which will increase our defense. Ooh, what's we got over here? Tunic of Mayhem, +1 Legion skill. Part of Echo set, bonus for 3 pieces. When your units die, they create crazed spirits that continue fire for 10 seconds. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and there's a lost hero over there. Well, let's go investigate this fight over here. So, yeah, just 18, 14. Yep, I don't think we need to fight with anything. We'll just start the battle. Oh, they've got some little anima friends. And they're not going to last well, which is excellent. So, we have 23 mana now, so our mana pool must expand when we level up too. Excellent. Player 1. Beautiful. I wonder if we can pick up the items on the battle screen. We'll have to investigate that next battle. So we'll get that treasure chest. Do we want 1250 gold or 2000 experience? I think we'll take the XP. Yeah, that was a good choice. That leveled us up again. Legion increases the health and damage of all units by a flat amount. Or recruitment, which increases the weekly growth of units in all your tanks. Oh yeah, we should definitely get increase of that. So let's get this Tuning of Mayhem and the gold. And we'll definitely get that Lost Hero, though we might need to wait a day. Oh, hostile pirates, holy hell. Cool, looking forward to getting some boating shenanigans later. So let's see. Yep, at the end of the week the boat moves around. Week of Senility. A new week has begun. The times of renewed unit growth. This week's effect mana is halved. Both daily mana regeneration and maximum mana. Well, that sucks. The tutorial says you could send your hero home to collect the new units in your town. Instead, build the tavern in town, then hire a hero using it. Okay. So build tavern. Where is tavern? There it is. And allows you to recruit heroes. They come with a small limit start at a price of 2,500 gold, increasing for each purchase within a single week. Oh, cool. Our hall has grown to township, commercial center, royal institution, or goblin gunner expert. So, do we want to give a medium amount of gold, or wood, crystal, mercury, and sulfur once a week? Give one-time boost that makes all your heroes level up. Or Goblin Gunner Expert gives greatly increases the weekly growth of Goblin Gunner and Goblin Gunner. Well, we'll definitely get the free resources. And that unlocks the next line of upgrades. So, did we get a new hero? No, we need to recruit a hero. Yep, so go to the tavern, recruit a hero. This is Xenia, a level 2 wizard who has pyromancy. Ooh. And they come with some gargoyles and gunners. We'll recruit our hero. I'll leave for now. The hero works just like your first hero. You can give them new units and send the two heroes to meet out in the world. Alright, so let's create, well, let's upgrade the goblins they were ahead. Create the max of gunners, or guards rather now, and the max gargoyles. Done. And now we will send the Xenia or whatever to the north. Oh, she's got a decent movement range. 17, yeah. Well, we'll get here. Yeah. Which hero do we get? Well, a heavy sword. Yeah, Theo here is a melee guy, so we'll definitely get him an attack and defense. Now then, yep, here we go. When two heroes meet, they can exchange units. You can drag units between armies or right-click to quickly switch them from one hero to the other. You can either put all units with one hero or split your forces. For now, give all units to your strongest hero. Okay, easy as. Done. To the north of your town, there's a mountain pass leading into a new area. Your army should now be strong enough to defeat the creatures guarding that mountain pass. Go and take them out. Cool. So, can we give the Xenia an order to go back to town and to then have her carry it out at the end of the turn? Maybe. We'll find out. But let's get... Yeah, it looks like that order stays. So let's get Theo. And we will go past via the black market, killing these Gorgons and shenanigans. Oh, Sigil Stone, what's this? Allows the hero to spend resources to gain magical skill after a quick, easy fight. And ruins along the way. Well, let's go to the ruins. We can have Goblin Gunners, 13 of them. Or take the gold. Well, let's take the Goblin Gunners. That should give us an awesome army. Yeah, we're up to 47 Goblin Guard, 25 Gargoyles, and 13 Goblin Gunner. So let's take on this easy fight, shall we? We'll get rid of the tutorial for now. So what have we got? We've got Corpse Eaters, some Spitters that leap into battle, dealing damage to all enemies. They can also be used to jump over walls and between ships. So we definitely have naval combat later. Excellent. Let's see this fight through. So we'll get our Gargoyles ready at the front. Fortunately, they're immune to poison, so these venomous Corpse Eaters are not going to be able to do jack diddly. But the Goblin Gunners are definitely vulnerable, so let's set up our hero and our Gargoyles ready to rock. Do we want to cast a spell? Just for the hell of it? Nah, not at this point. Yeah, we can see the spitters jumping into battle, doing some serious damage. Our hero's not coping well. Our hero has been knocked back. Let's get in some of these anima fellas. Okay, yeah, so we've only lost one gargoyle, that's good, but Theo has had to retreat from the front lines. And we've won. Excellent, gained 2,250 XP. Let's see the Sigil Stone and see what we can get out of it. So the Sigil Stone, if you prepare a ritual using 2 sulfur, 2 mercury, 2 crystals, and spend this day and tomorrow, we can get rank 2 Terramancy. That sounds awful. Especially at the moment. Well, let's take out these guys for the next battle. We could do a auto battle, but let's control the battle. Go away, tutorial. Yeah, this looks like a good enough battle setup. Onwards. Yeah, our goblin gunners / guards are doing some serious damage to the troglodytes. Hey, I finally remember what they were called. Yeah, the troglodytes couldn't even get to them before they got absolutely creamed. That's brilliant. Yeah, we've lost nothing. Absolutely kicked their asses. Theo's leveled up now. So what do we want? Well, yeah, that's what we get our level 2 Terramancy. So let's get a second spell. And a buff to all our other spells in the Terramancy. Injection. Oh, is that some poison? So let's grab the Mercury and go to see what the black market has. We could get Zaro's Ward, which is gives us spell power and knowledge. Poured Boots, which does Cold Beasts +1 creature speed. Nah, nothing there. Looks terribly interesting. Let's grab that gold. Okay, yeah, we need to end the turn, so let's do that. Yeah, I can see the pirates are moving between turns. So let's grab that gold. Grab that treasure chest if we can. Gives us, we can get Mandal's Mantle, +1 defense, +1 attack, part of Mandal's set. Or we can get the Necklace of Courage, which is +1 morale. Ooh, I'm thinking morale. Because we've already got a set we're working on. Wood. Alright, so our next battle, they're in a fort. So, some kind of super basic simulated what was siegey thing? Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. When your army is big enough, some of your units will have to stay in reserve. Waiting until later in the fight to join in the fray, you can drag out the reserve to switch which units are benched. Well, we don't have any at the moment, so that doesn't matter. But the enemy might, so they've got some golems, as well as gargoyles, goblin gunners, and marksmen on the walls. So, if we send our guys down below here, and focus on this area, let's see how this battle goes, because I assume we're going to need to knock the wall down, which might be a bit of difficulty. Let's see. Yep, there we go, we're spraying out, and we are attacking the walls. Ooh, yes, the enemy having range is not helping us at the moment. Yep, there we go, we're through the wall. Oh, our gargoyles can fly, and they appear to be flying straight over the wall. That's even better. So they are absolutely kicking the enemy's ass. Our hero's not really doing much there. Let's see if we can send you down here, buddy. Our gunners are trying desperately to take out those marksmen. Oh. Almost going to say we might try and get back some of our guys with one of our spells, but it's been very killed. So, that is the end of the tutorial by the looks of it, and it says, you should be ready for the game now. There's more stuff to explore in the Land of Lava, and north of that is where the enemy player lives. Ah, the AI. They play by the same rules that you do, even if it's brain as a computer. Do your best to win. Good luck. And done. So, can we take over this tower? Yes, there we go. I think that might be an excellent place to leave that. We've acquired 2 heroes. Taken out a fort, which... Can we repair the fort? Do anything with the fort? Guard posts, there we go. So, Guard posts spawn. So the guard post has its own units that it spawns. War Magi, Automatons, Stone Watchers, and Goblin Guards. And we can upgrade them for 4 ore and forward. Let's do that, yeah, and that gives us more and more of the garrison. That's the word. That's handy. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it there. I think that was even better than I expected. So, which is good, because this month had the March Humble Bundle, Humble Choice Bundle wasn't great, but this game is absolutely something that I'll want to come back and play again, maybe several times. So, that's brilliant. Been looking forward to something decent this month. I highly recommend Heroes Hour if you enjoy a bit of the old strategy game. It seems fairly lightweight, but I have heard that it can get really serious. Though I wonder if that was just... Who was it? The Spiffing Brit? Possibly the Spiffing Brit. Him doing one of his crazy let's make everything as hard as possible, then exploit the crap out of it challenges. Which is probably a bit different feel, but this feels quite competently made. I haven't encountered any bugs. It's obviously a very pixelated art style, but there's nothing wrong with that. The game's underneath it seems solid. Combat is different. I don't think we've seen much like it before, but it's kind of fun. It's always nice seeing massive armies battle it out. And unlike a lot of older strategy style games where we don't just have numbers, we've at least got some simulation on the screen. So yeah, this one's definitely worth it. Thank goodness it was in the bundle, because it was looking pretty bleak otherwise. So yeah, big thumbs up to Heroes Hour, and I highly recommend. Thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far, please consider liking the video and subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.